In a world painted with the soft colors of twilight, where the water mirrored the evening sky, our story begins. Beside a beautiful, shimmering pond, lived a small, bright green frog named Ferdinand. He had the biggest, most curious eyes you had ever seen, and a friendly smile that stretched from one side of his face to the other. Every day was an adventure for Ferdinand, who loved to explore every nook and cranny of his watery home, from the tallest cattails to the deepest, muddiest corners of the pond floor. He greeted every tadpole and quizzed every dragonfly, his curiosity as boundless as the pond itself. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, something magical appeared in the sky. It was a perfect, silver circle, glowing with a soft, gentle light that made the entire pond sparkle. Ferdinand had never seen anything so beautiful. That must be the shiniest, most wonderful treasure in the whole world, he croaked to himself. From that moment on, a single dream took root in his heart. He had to jump to the moon. He spent his days preparing, practicing his leaps. He jumped from the highest lily pad, launching himself into the air with all his might, only to land with a splash back in the water. He climbed onto a smooth, gray stone at the pond's edge, took a running start, and leaped again, but the moon remained just as far away. He even scrambled to the top of a drooping willow branch, his little green legs trembling, and pushed off with a mighty heave, tumbling back down into the soft moss below. Each attempt ended the same way, leaving him tired and disappointed. Yet his determination never wavered. Just as Ferdinand was about to give up for the night, two of his wisest friends appeared. First came Luna, a tiny firefly whose delicate wings carried a warm, golden light that pulsed like a tiny star. Following her was Barnaby, an old beetle with a shiny, bark shell polished by time, his long antennae twitching thoughtfully as he ambled along. They had been watching Ferdinand's tireless efforts. "What troubles you, little friend?" buzzed Luna, her light casting a gentle glow on Ferdinand's face. "I want to reach the moon," Ferdinand sighed, pointing a webbed finger toward the sky. "It is the most magnificent treasure, but I cannot reach it." Barnaby chuckled, a low, rumbling sound. "Ah, but Ferdinand," he said kindly, "some treasures are not where you think they are. We know a secret." He led Ferdinand back to the water's edge, to a spot where the pond was perfectly still and dark. "Look," whispered Luna, dimming her own light. Ferdinand peered into the water. There, floating on the glassy surface, was a perfect silver circle, glowing with the same soft, gentle light as the one in the sky. It rippled slightly as he leaned closer, seeming so close he could almost touch it. He saw the craters and the seas of the moon reflected with perfect clarity. It was a treasure he had been chasing, right here in his very own home. He realized he didn't need to leap into the sky. The moon had been visiting him in the pond all along. And so, as the night grew deeper and the stars multiplied in the sky and on the water's surface, Ferdinand learned a most wonderful lesson. He understood that the greatest treasures are not always distant and unreachable, but are often right in front of us, waiting to be discovered. It is a reminder to all of us that sometimes the true magic is found not by looking up at what is far away, but by looking down at the beauty that has been with us all along.